I'm Attorney Vic Monder. I'm making this video for people that are being investigated by NCIS or facing what is called a court-martial. Court-martials can be either general or special. Here in the Southern District of California, I represent individuals on all military bases on the Marine side or the Navy side. However, most of these court-martial cases kind of start in the same position, which are basically investigations triggered by the command or NCIS, and then ultimately what will end up happening is they will make a recommendation, usually through the Office of Chief Trial Counsel, of whether or not the case itself should be prosecuted. If the case itself should be prosecuted, then and only then you would be subject to a court-martial. There are alternatives to a court-martial for any sort of reprimand under the UCMJ. However, the most severe would be the court-martial. And the most severe out of all court-martials would be a general, which would be typically what we call a felony or felonious conduct. Misdemeanor level conduct are considered special court-martials. An individual may not necessarily be subject to any sort of significant custodial sanction. However, general court-martials, they do have significant impacts on your life and your career. Oftentimes what you would see in any sort of general court-martial or special court-martial is that you have a trial, and a trial by your peers. As a service member, you are entitled to have your peers from different ranks sit in and listen to the facts of the case and make a determination as to the outcome of the facts of the case. As fact finders, a jury panel will make a final decision as to whether or not they believe you are guilty or not guilty of the charges. However, the punishment usually will be subject to the judge advocate that's assigned to the case. We have great relationships with the Office of Chief Trial Counsel, who are the prosecution authority in the UCMJ for these court-martial cases, and we have dealt with several of these article judges who basically would handle any sort of judge advocacy position when come time for sentencing. So we can prepare for both mitigation work that's required if you are subject to a court-martial, where ultimately if you are sentenced, there are things that we can do to jump in on the case to try and minimize the exposure. Also, if you're looking to hire us to actually handle the court-martial itself, the federal rules of evidence would be the governing authority, and we have specialized knowledge in regards to handling these sort of federal cases. So if you have questions regarding your particular court-martial and how the procedures work, feel free to give us a call. It doesn't matter if you're in the final stages of the court-martial or you're in the beginning stages of the court-martial. We're here to help you at any stage of the case. So feel free to call me. I'm Attorney Vic Monder. My direct line is 619-405-0063. Again, I'm Attorney Vic Monder, and I handle court-martials in any military base here in the Southern District of California, mostly in San Diego County. Hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.